For those of you who don't know, my name is Westy. Sort of like northeast, southeast, easty. I forget it, you got that. All right, I actually grew up in the greater Detroit area. I'm one of the few who will admit that. I left like 1970, so I've been gone sort of a long time. But it was my father who taught me how to play all the different instruments, and it was very strict. My dad was very strict. I don't know, you guys probably had strict fathers too, but you know, even when it came time for me to learn how to swim, he just took me right down the river and just threw me into the water. And it was a little hard getting out of the bag, but it was, I come from a big family, and we were, no, let me try that one more time. We were small in number, yet large per unit. big family, okay, it's big that way, not the, okay. Anyhow, I always attributed that to my mother because she was a good cook. She really knew how to cook. She used to have a saying, she used to say, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he'll smell for a month. Terrible. But, you know, I have 2 boys. I'm married, I have 2 boys. I moved out here with my wife, and then we had children, and I always liked it. Children developing a sense of humor is one of the things dearest to my heart, because humor is not an easy thing. Humor is a very complicated thing. If you'll take it and learn it from a children's standpoint, it has to do with things that are said by words that are actual predictable mistakes, double entendre, and all of that kind of thing. And my younger son seemed to have a gift for that sort of a thing, but I always love children because they never lie. They always tell the truth, even when you don't want them to. But I do remember him being in school, and his mother came up, picked him up in the car, and she was driving. He rolled down the window and said, "Bye, Billy." And she said, "Oh, is that your friend?" He said, "Yes, that's my friend Billy." He said, "His brother's not very nice." And she said, "Really? Why do you say that?" And he said, "Well, he called me a big effing fatso." My wife almost drove in the ditch. "Eric, I can't believe you said that. It's unbelievable. I can't believe you'd say such a thing." He said, "Well, Mama, that's not what I said. It's what he said." You know, it's just true, you know. And a little bit goes by, she kind of starts to think now, you know, well, the kid picked on my son for being fat. So she looked at him and she said, "So what did you do?" And he said, "I sat on him." Now, isn't that simple? That's just very simple. You call me fat, I'll sit on you. That's easy. Boy, we could do politics that way. Would that be, oh boy, that brings up a, ooh, wowie, that gets a little ridiculous. But anyhow, I play, some people ask me, you know, who do you play with? And I said, who don't I play with? You know, it's, in this particular economic atmosphere, you have to be rather chameleon and play all kinds of different things. And so I would like to do right now for you some selections from Dr. Shabako. Dr. Shabako! You thought that was going to be real, didn't you? Sorry. Sorry about that. That was silly. Sorry. My wife runs a children's performance arts studio for kids, and because my 2 boys were very precocious at this kind of thing, and my older son, before he was 4 years old, instead of playing with a ball or playing with friends, he would go out and stand on the picnic table and do shows for his imaginary friends. Sometimes he would line up his stuffed animals and do a show for his friends. So that's where my boys started into show business. It was in that particular atmosphere. And I remember my younger son now being at the store with my wife with one of those shopping carts. It's come Marshall's or one of those places. And now he's about 12. And of course, being at the store shopping for clothes with my wife, you know, gagged me with a snow shovel. So he's walking around and he's just standing there. He's in another zone, just holding the shopping cart. And finally he realizes where he is. And he looks up at Mom and he said, "Mom, we gotta get out of here." And she said, "Well, what do we have to get out of here for? I don't like this." "Just wait." "Mom, we've got to get out of here." He said, "Well, what do we have to get out of here?" I said, "What?" And she was standing in the panties and the bra section. And she said, "Well, what's wrong with this?" "I don't like this." He said, "Well, no, I like this, but, oh, I gotta go." And left. So you get kind of awkward, stuck in certain situations quite a bit. That young man has turned out to be 6'4" and about 350 pounds, and one of the funniest people I know, and it's his mother who did that to him. So that's actually my wife. People ask my wife, "What do your husband and you do?" And she'll say, "Well, we can't do what we used to do." So, "Well, what did you used to do?" She said, "Figure skating." "Really? You used to figure skate?" She said, "Yeah, we had to give it up when I could no longer hold him on the spins." Which I like, okay. I would actually like to do a tune that is kind of, the band has never played, obviously, before. If you would pull out a tune called "I Wish I Didn't Love You So." This was a tune that I found totally by accident. I'd been watching TCM, and I saw on there that it was "The Perils of Pauline." And I went, cornball. And I was going to change it, and I thought, you know what, I really don't know that's true, I've never seen it, so I'm going to watch it. And in the movie, Betty Hutton sang this tune, and I completely melted. And I thought, what an unexpected place to find such a pretty tune. So I'd like to do it for you, and hopefully you'll like it too. After all this time without you, after all this time I find that it's still no use to say to myself, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, I wish I didn't love you so. This love for you should have faded long ago. Oh, I wish I didn't need your kiss. Why must your kiss torture me as long as this? I might be smiling by now with a new tender friend, smiling by now wish I didn't love you so. Thank you. And now back to the show in progress.